Our movie begins with Kate and Mike as they enter a large hall that is only one color, but it is white. They become very excited and happy and see the beginning button in front of them and encourage each other to press the button. Then they hear a voice speaking to the robot as it explains the rules to them and tells them if you stay in this place for 50 days the day the two of them leave, they will win $5 million, but if one of them decides that he will leave, the other will win $1 million. They press the play button together and it turns off and the countdown begins on the digital clock in the hall. The two agree that the money will be divided equally between them and that they will believe that being with each other in this room is a new opportunity for their relationship with each other. After that, Kate asks Mike what she will do with the money that he will receive, and he tells her that he will no longer worry about the lack of money. Kate asks her to talk seriously. He tells her that he will attend a party every day and smoke a cigarette with Elon Musk will build a protein school. The poor in Africa will help the oppressed minorities. He was talking hysterically. He is happy. He imagines that he has the $5 million in his hand now. When Kate tells him that she will invest the money that she will get, it shows that the two have different mentalities, because Mike is funny and chaotic. This is shown through his love of the streets and drawing on the walls, unlike Kate, who is a routine, organized, and responsible person. Katie and Mike look at the rest of the hall and find the bathroom and go in to see it. However, the official spokesman tells them that it is not allowed for one person to enter the bathroom, and then they sleep on the white bed and Mike does. He feels bored because there is no entertainment in the room. He looks at a touchscreen on the wall of the hall and sees all the instructions related to the challenge on it. He watches the menu and orders dinner. The dinner arrives in the form of a closed white box, and inside it is milk mixed with protein that has no taste and is also white in color. Mike is upset by that, but he thinks that breakfast will be better, and Kitty sets the alarm for 7 o'clock and asks Mike if it is appropriate for him, so he tells her to do whatever she wants, and the wakes up on time and goes into the bathroom to take a shower, then puts her laundry in the laundry chute inside, and takes a different outfit and finally stays the only colorful thing. Then she looks in the mirror and talks to herself and says that today is her day and that it will be full of vitality and activity. She keeps repeating the same sentence as a form of self-motivation. Then she comes out of the bathroom and tries to do a routine and begins yoga and relaxation exercises. She tries to do a specific daily routine in order to maintain her health psychologically. At this time, Mike remains very bored and does not do anything except that he watches the digital screen for the time. Then he keeps talking about the color white, and that it is considered a non-existent color that does not express anything, and that the room they are in is called the purification room. But in reality it is a room for nothing. So she asks him, Kate, not to look at wall and thinking about the time. Then he orders breakfast and it turns out that lunch and dinner are the same as breakfast, and days go by and Kate and Mickey play games with each other. Until the 23rd day. Kate and Mike have done almost everything. But Kate continues to maintain her daily routine while it begins in it. Mike collapses and suddenly a small insect appears on the ground. So he decides to raise it and put food for it. But the voice speaker tells him that no bait other than the competitors is allowed. So Mike tries to take it out of the hall so that it stays alive. But Kate tells him that if he presses the button, he will exit the game. But Mike, he is serious in his decision and tells her that she is a person who is not merciful to animals. But Mike is a vegetarian. And he tells her to be patient, that I must not kill this insect and not harm animals. But Kate tells him that when killing animals for food does not mean killing them, and that he deprives himself of many things because of his rich father. He does not. He feels the meaning of fatherhood, and Kate goes and leaves him. But by mistake she steps on the insect and kills it. She apologizes to Mike, who believes that it was on purpose, and walks away. After a while Mike looks at the instructions screen and learns that he can get prizes through the money that he will receive, so he asks for a green pen in exchange for 100,000 of the money. He follows him. But Kate feels a lot of annoyance and tells him that the money is for both of them, but Mike starts drawing on the wall and he is having a lot of fun. Kate asks him to draw her and Mike starts drawing her, but the way he sees her is that she could look at herself in the mirror and she will see herself, but drawing is a language, there is a different expression, and there is no joy in the drawing being an exact replica of reality. Kate says that because he cannot draw a good drawing, so Kate goes and leaves him, and Mike continues the drawing until the pen runs out, so Kate goes to apologize to him that she did not mean that. Kate goes to the bathroom and finds a gun inside the bathroom and quickly calls Mike. He feels shocked and they cannot approach him, and they do not know if it contains bullets or not, so they try to get rid of it and throw it in the laundry chute, but the automated speaker tells them that nothing else can be put in the laundry chute other than laundry, but they decide to put him under the tent, feeling that Professor Buffalo is the one playing with them. Then Kate goes to the bathroom and finds a gun inside the bathroom, and Kate asks why someone might be thinking about this challenge and that it is possible that the professor is filming a documentary. Mike tells her that the professor is filming many documentaries and that in his last documentary he tried to turn an ordinary girl into a model, but this sudden transformation of hers is. And her family has completely destroyed them and the whole family dies, so Kate feels fear for the first time, and then the automated speaker tells Mike that he has a call, so his sister appears talking to him, and Mike is very happy when he first sees his sister, and she tells him that his presence in this game is a great opportunity to forget what he did in the past and forgive himself, and Sean forgets, and then comes the second call, which is to Kate, but Kate collapses and says that she has no one, but an old man appears in front of her and reminds them of their memories with each other, but Kate screams while watching the video and asks for it to be stopped and tries to stop the device, but to no avail, and sits on the wall next to him. She starts crying and it turns out that she remembered scary things about her past, and Mike tries to comfort her. The next day, Kate is unable to wake up from sleep and is in a state of severe depression. She tells Mike that the person who appeared in the video is her father. He used to take home and school fees from them in order to go buy drinks when she saw that she remembered their memories of him and their father's abuse of her and that he kept them homeless, but she cannot stay away from him and she cannot forgive him either, but Mike tries to comfort her and tells her to ask for her own award, but Kate refuses, and then Kate goes and asks Mike to ask for his own award and goes. She actually goes to the bathroom. Mike asks for his prize, which is for $250,000. He is surprised when a very beautiful, naked girl enters the room. Kate comes out of the bathroom and looks at her, and Mike tells her that he has nothing to do with this girl, and he did not know that the second prize will be a girl, so she asks. Kate asks him to take off his clothes and give them to her, and they ask her what they told her about this game. She tells them that she is an actress, and they asked her to enter without clothes in exchange for a large sum of money. It appears that the girl knows nothing about them, so Mike believes her, unlike Kate, who remains jealous of her, and then it is time to sleep. Kate remains very angry and does not want Mike to approach the girl, so the actress tells them that she wants to sleep on the floor, but Kate tells her that she can sleep next to them, and when Kate wakes up from sleep, she thinks that the girl has left, but she did not leave and went to the bathroom. Then Kate decides to ask for her first prize and it will be hallucinogenic pills. Kate, Mike and the girl take these pills and stay all day living in a state of hallucinations. Then Mike falls asleep from extreme fatigue and dreams of a small child drowning in the sea and no one can save him, so Kate goes to wake him up from his sleep and he wakes up. He is screaming Sean's name and Kate stays beside him to calm him down and tells him that she is by his side and that she loves him and that Sean's death is not his fault, but Mike is in a state of hysteria and wants to get out of the place he is in, but how does she work to calm him down and make him go back to sleep again? And then she sits with the girl, the actress, starts talking to her about Sean, who is Mike's brother, and when they were sitting together, Mike was in a state of engineering and was unable to save his brother from drowning in the sea. The actress is very affected and stays sitting alone. Then Kate sleeps next to Mike, and then Mike wakes up and comes next to the girl. She begins to calm him down and comfort him, holding his hand and telling him that what they are doing is wrong and that the money they will take will not buy them a new love relationship and will not compensate them for the harm that is happening to them. Then Kate wakes up from sleep and feels jealous when she sees them with each other and starts screaming at him, so Mike feels upset because her trust in him. After Mike goes to sleep, the next day she wakes up and sees that the actress has disappeared. She feels very happy. Then she goes and sees that there is a sentence written on the wall that Mike has entered into a relationship with the actress. Kate starts screaming. Mike tells her that he did not have any relationship with the actress. Then Kate pushes him to the ground and his head begins to bleed and he calls for a doctor immediately, but Kate calms him down and tells him that the bleeding will stop soon and applies pressure to his head. Mike looks at her with a look of contempt and tells her that she is not interested in him at all and at that time she is ready for him to remain bleeding in exchange for money and that she is a selfish person. He tells her that she doubts his relationship with her, and that he kept waiting for her for many months until she returned from travel, and that he lost all his friends because of her, but she faced all of that with suspicion and hatred for him, and then Mike decides to leave the room because this room has turned them into monsters, and he asks her to come with him so that they can forget about him. The toy and the money, and Kate begins to convince him to stay, but he is unable to go and leave the room, so Kate grabs the gun and aims at him, threatening him not to leave the room. Finally, the 50 days expire, and after a while, Mike meets Kate by chance as she is leaving the nursing home, and she tells Mike that she was visiting her father. Mike is happy about that and feels that she has. She changes, then they walk with each other and he asks her what she did with the money, but she does not answer him. A sign appears on which is written that the nursing home was established from an anonymous donor. It turns out that you have established this home, and this is our story for today.